A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello everyone, welcome to A+ English. I'm Mike.
I'm Chickly.
And we are still having an interesting discussion with Nuryani, an Indonesian helper who is living here in Taiwan, helping people, old people, sick people, people who need help. But she's not in her home country of Indonesia, and she's telling us what life is like being a worker, working far from home, working here in Taiwan. Remember, we talked about her job, and one of the things she does in her job is she helps people. I think she was helping sick people.
Okay.
Right? She was making food for patients and stuff like that. When did you help someone in the past? Who did you help? And what happened?
Oh, I help people all the time. I actually kind of forgot.
Really?
No, actually, maybe if I want to name one, if I have to name one,
yes.
Maybe it was like maybe 2 weeks ago when I
Okay.
was crossing the street and there was this really old woman and she was like walking really slowly. So I just kind of like walked with her. And
You helped her by pushing her. That's not helping her. What are you doing?
I actually held her arm because she was like,
Oh, what
know.
a sweetie.
Oh,
Did you know her? Have you seen her before?
I know.
She's one of your neighbors?
But she looks like she needed help. But sometimes, people are worried about getting scammed and
gosh,
and so we don't really help people anymore.
That's terrible. That's a terrible
Have you heard
attitude.
of that situation?
I've heard of that, but I've never stopped it from helping.
I know.
From me helping someone. I think that's an excuse. And if we don't scam people, we don't have anything to be afraid of. That's a good thing to do. Helping an older. I didn't help an older person. I helped a lady with a couple of kids at the airport.
Oh.
Right, the luggage was coming around, and she had a little kid and a slightly bigger kid, and there was no one there to kind of help her. So my wife and I, we helped lift her heavy bags off the luggage thing, because she had all these kids and she seemed to have enough to do, so we wanted to help out. So there you go. It's always nice to help people, and if you keep your eyes open and your heart open, you'll find lots of opportunities to help people in small ways or large. And of course, the other thing to think of is, if you were in that situation, wouldn't you like some help? Right? So, that do unto others thing.
Right.
All right, guys, we're going to check out the rest of our interview, so let's go and do that and help us by coming back.
Interview with Nuryani, a caretaker from Indonesia. Warm-up question. When did you help someone in the past? Who did you help and what happened?
Can you share your everyday work with us?
My main job is taking care of patients' basic needs. For example, I need to wash clothes and cook meals for them. There are no fixed working hours because patients might need help at any time.
All right, back to our interview with Nuryani, the Indonesian domestic helper. What is she doing in her job? Well, that's actually a really good question. We're going to find out kind of about a daily, sort of normal day, her daily schedule. I find this kind of stuff the most interesting, right? Because you can say, oh, that guy's a fireman or he's a bus driver. But what does that actually mean when they go to work? What are the things that they do to do their job? So let's find out. Can you share your everyday work with us? This would be sort of a typical day in the life of Nuryani. And she explains, my main job is taking care of patients' basic needs. There you go. The basic needs, usually involving what your body needs to just be a happy body. So she's not going and solving legal problems or investing their money in the stock market. No, she's making sure they have clean clothes, their bodies are clean, they have food 3 times a day, maybe they get some exercise, stuff like that. It might seem normal to you, but when you're older, when you're sick, when you can't do it yourself, it's really, really important. Right? It's really, really important. And it's often hard work that a lot of people might not want to do. So that's why people like Nuryani are so valuable, and we should really treasure them in our society. So there you go. What's your everyday work like? On a typical day when you're maybe not here, because we know what you do here, what about a typical recording day or performing day?
I get up early.
Yep.
And then I swim for an hour.
Good for you.
And then I yell at people, and yell at people. I'm just kidding. No.
Okay.
I go to my studio and I'll just have a meeting with my coworkers.
Okay.
And we'll discuss what kinds of songs we're going. Yeah, yell sometimes.
Okay. Yeah.
But usually, in a very peaceful way. I yell in a peaceful way.
I'm really angry right now.
I know, I'm angry right now.
Okay, that's nice. And then?
What about you? No, well, yeah, you talk about you.
What about I get up, I go somewhere.
Feed your cat.
Put something in front of me, I read it or talk about it, and then I go home.
Okay. Sounds like a nice day.
It's okay. I mean, I work with people that I like, so that's one of the best things about it. And every day, and I think you can also appreciate this, every day is different.
I know,
right?
yeah.
Some days you're in the studio, some days you're here with me, some days you're singing on a stage, you know, and I kind of like that too.
Yeah, I like it here the most, actually.
Oh, that's so sweet. It's not because of me, though.
It is because of everyone, including you.
Okay, stop. My teeth hurt because you're so sweet. All right, let's get back to the article. Nuryani, a typical day, she says basic needs. Remember, she's taking care of people's basic needs. What does that mean? For example, I need to wash clothes and cook meals for them. Okay, so she's kind of like a house mom or something like that. She's making sure their clothes are clean, their food is cooked and healthy. There are no fixed working hours because patients might need help at any time. So there's none of that. Nope, 6 o'clock, I'm out of here. Ka-ching, my work is done. No, you have to work if the people are sick, if they need your help, if something isn't going well, you gotta stay later, and that might mean into the nighttime.
Right.
It might mean working on weekends and holidays and stuff like that. So it's a tough, tough job. So here's a question. Do you think you'd be able to become a caretaker?
Well, maybe my next life.
In your next life?
Because I find it hard to take care of myself right now.
Well,
How can I even take care of someone else?
it's a lot of work. I took care of my wife for about 5 days once when she hurt her back. I mean, I was like
How did it feel?
I was carrying her into the bathroom. And, I mean, it was a lot of work. I felt exhausted.
True love.
I felt totally tired, and I hated my wife.
Okay.
No, I didn't hate her, but I was glad when she was feeling better.
Okay.
You know, so when she could walk around and get her own food or something. It's a lot of hard work. So that's why we really need to appreciate, salute, honor people like Nuryani who do this job. Because they're taking care of our kids and our grandparents and, you know, the people that we love. But would we necessarily get them clean in the bathroom and stuff? I'm not sure about that. It's a tough, tough job.
It is.
How do you usually spend your time off work?
I usually go out with my foreign worker friends. Danshui and Bali are my favorite places to visit. The fried seafood and ice cream are delicious.
What will you miss the most about Taiwan if you go back to Indonesia?
I will miss the friendly people of Taiwan and the delicious food. Fried chicken, hot pot, and bubble tea are my favorites.
Okay, back to the article. So Nuryani has a tough job. We know that. But she does get to enjoy herself some of the time on the weekends, for example, maybe a holiday here and there. So let's find out about that. Away from work. How do you usually spend your time off work? Or your vacation time, your time when you're not working?
And are you asking me? Or
I'm not asking you. We're asking her.
So what do you think she does?
What do I think she does?
Does she even have a day off? Because she has to be always beside these patients.
I think they have to get at least 1 day off.
Like
every
one
week.
day a month?
I think every
once a week. Oh,
right,
okay.
and often when you go around on Sundays, you'll see people like Nuryani or other workers from other countries. You know, they're out in the parks, they're enjoying little day trips, going to the beach, things like that.
I think you guessed it.
I think she probably does. I hope she does, and she should. She says, I usually go out with my foreign worker friends.
Foreign.
Yeah. Another thing I've seen is in the MRT, they often have sort of holidays for like Indonesia Day, Malaysia Day, or things about Muslim holidays, right? Like Eid or things like that. So yeah, they do put on some special events. And of course, she probably has lots of friends, maybe even in the neighborhood that she's met on her job. And so she goes on little day trips. She says, Dan Shui and Bali are my favorite places to visit. This is Bali, not the island, but Bali, you know.
Okay, Bali in
the
Taipei.
other side of the river.
In New Taipei City.
So she goes there. She says the fried seafood and ice cream are delicious. So I think everyone in Taiwan would agree with Nuriani, no matter what country you're from, the fried seafood and the ice cream at some of those seaside places in Taiwan are absolutely delicious and a wonderful thing to enjoy on a day off. What about you? Do you like to go to Dan Shui and Bali on your
I actually live right near Dan Shui.
Really?
I go to Dan Shui all the time by myself, like driving there.
Oh,
and just,
that's fun.
Yeah, taking in the view. What about you?
Do I go to Dan? I haven't. When was the last time I went to Dan Shui? I met my wife there.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Is that nice? And I don't think I've ever been back.
That's good because you already have her.
It's true. If I go back, the marriage will end. That'll be it. It'll be all over. It started in Dan Shui and it ended in Dan Shui. No, that sounds like a bad pop song. I like to go to, where do I like to go? I had a nice time in Geelong last year. We went there on a holiday. And of course, since I travel around and my wife travels a lot, sometimes we're just happy in our neighborhood. You know, we can go to the Riverside Park. We can walk around the shopping mall and, you know, do some window shopping.
Yeah.
So simple things are fun. Okay, let's get back to the article. What will you miss the most about Taiwan if you go back to Indonesia? Because eventually she'll get too old to work or just tired of working. She'll miss her family. But when she goes to Indonesia and she thinks back on her time in Taiwan, what will she miss? What will have touched her heart in Taiwan? She says, I will miss the friendly people of Taiwan and the delicious food. I think everyone agrees with that. Fried chicken, hot pot, and bubble tea are my favorites.
Oh, everybody loves
along with the seafood and the ice cream. She sounds like she has a long menu of things that she would miss.
还有那个 fried chicken shop.
Yes, the
so
giant G pie.
好好吃哦.
Yeah.
So what would you miss the most if you had to go back to Canada maybe and stay there?
You! No. 7-Eleven!
You don't have 7-Elevens in Canada.
Yeah, but they just have chips and chocolate.
True. Oh yeah. I was like, there's a lot of 7-Elevens in your country.
No, I do miss those. And I was home not long ago, and you know, I would call it the 7-Eleven, and my mother would say, "What?" I mean, you know, that store by the gas station, and she never goes there because it's just got soda pop, it's got sugar drinks, chocolate, and potato chips. And that's it. So I think I would miss the 7-Eleven along with you.
Aww.
So there you go. What else would I miss? My friends. This is my home. You know, it's been my home for a long time.
You're a fan.
I'm not moving anytime soon unless they kick me out. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be back with more from her soon. Until then, go to Bali and
you will be back.
I will be back. Will I be back?
Yeah, you will be back.
Yay! I haven't been fired?
No,
This is good news.
You'll be back.
Cool.
好，我们来看今天第一个单词哦，这是 basic， 它是当形容词哦，基本的意思。那 basic 本身也可以当单调的、乏味的意思。那我们拿来形容人，通常不是很好的词哦，比如说 you're basic， 代表这个人you're a little boring， 有点无趣。那这个字当名词，我们可以加一个 s 变成 basics， 就是基础、基本的意思。比如说 some schools lack money for basics like books and pencils， 或者是我们看另外一个句子，这边是当形容词哦。The basic parts of a hamburger are the bread, meat, and vegetables。汉堡的基本组成呢是面包、肉还有蔬菜。那 seafood 这个字呢就是海鲜，所以像海鲜餐厅就是 seafood restaurant。比如说 There's an excellent seafood restaurant near here。那有些人是对海产过敏的嘛，我们就可以讲 She doesn't eat seafood, she's allergic to it。那我们看另外一个句子。Tim likes to eat seafood， 就不像刚刚那个女孩子，她就是没有过敏的人嘛，所以 such as fish and crabs， 所以像那个 Tim 他就是喜欢吃鱼跟螃蟹之类的海鲜。 那我们刚刚有另外一个字就是 miss， 它就是有怀念、想念的意思哦。那它除了当想念一件事情，也可以当错过的意思。比如说 Hurry up, you're going to miss the bus， 快点啊，你公车要赶不上了。或者是 We missed the beginning of the show， 我们没有看到这个表演的一开始，错过了。所以 Bill 他这边是下面这个单字是 Bill， 那他是想念他的爸爸妈妈，因为他住在美国，可是爸妈不在美国，你就可以说 Bill lives in the US, he misses his parents in Taiwan all the time. Bill 因为住在美国，好想念爸爸妈妈哦。那最后呢，我们这位印尼的女孩子她说，如果真的回到她的国家，就会很想念台湾友善的人们。这 friendly 就是友善的意思，所以我们英文常常说，什么东西 friendly 代表适合什么的意思。比如说 eco-friendly， 或有些人会说 eco-friendly， 我是说 eco-friendly 啦，它就是对环境很友善的，或者是呢很适合家庭的啊，就是 family friendly。比如说 family friendly movies， 就是爸爸妈妈跟小朋友可以一起看的电影。那或者是我们去一间餐厅是可以带宠物的，就是可以说 pet friendly restaurant。比如说 This pasta place is pet friendly, you can come here with your dog。好，我们看另外一个句子。George is friendly to all of his classmates, so they like him a lot. George 对全班的同学都非常的友善，所以大家都超喜欢他的。那我们刚刚一直在文章中一直讲到 everyday work，everyday 什么？其实我们也可以说 everyday life、everyday task、everyday routine。这个 everyday 只要黏在一起，它就是形容词，代表每天的。如果是分开，就是副词每天的。所以比如说你可以讲，比如说我可以讲 swimming is my everyday routine， 我每天都会去游泳。那当然你要把它分开，你就是放在后面 I go swimming every day。那我们赶快进到今天的 review time 吧。
Review time.
All right, everyone, we are back with a review of our 4 vocabulary words for today. Those words, remember, were basic, seafood, miss, and friendly. Okay, today
what are we doing?
We're going to do synonyms.
Synonyms, okay,
Synonyms,
同义词啊。
or words that basically mean the same as the word here. So I won't use the word from our list, but I'll use a word that means very much the same type of thing. It's very close in meaning. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I am.
The first one is going to be very simple, very elementary.
Very basic.
Very basic, exactly right. Okay. You know what? One thing I like about you is you're very companionable.
Oh, are you saying that I'm really friendly?
You're friendly. Companionable is a nice fancy word that means friendly. You're so companionable that I would love to take you out for clams and some shellfish and some mollusks.
Yeah, that sounds nice, but no oysters. I don't like oysters.
Not oysters? No,
seafood.
It's not your favorite kind of seafood. That is very.
I like shrimp.
That is very really. Shrimp. Do you like shrimp or do you like prawns?
Maybe the latter because they're bigger.
Are they bigger?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Are they?
I don't know.
I think they're
What about
bigger.
langoustine?
I don't know.
Oh, that's like a French shrimp.
但 prawns 好像比较大吧
I'm not sure what the difference is.
Shrimp
All right,
is-
that's all the time we have, everyone. Sorry, we missed the last one. We omitted it. That's what we did.
But-
Take care. We'll see you. Bye. We got to go get scallops. Come on.
God.
Magic Box.
都要出门上学了。橘子才在说今天学校要拍照，叫我帮他绑头发。不知道家庭主妇的早晨都是很忙碌的吗？ It will take me 15 minutes to do your hair. 帮你做头发要花15分钟，你们都不要吃早餐了，是不是？下次记得要早点说啊！哎呦，时间就是金钱，要花时间，英文怎么说？当然对像花妈我这种忙碌的家庭主妇好重要哦。今天呢，就要来跟你分享一下要怎么说。花时间呢有2种用法咯，要看主词是谁来决定哪一种用法。如果是人花时间，主词是花时间的人的话呢，那记得我们就要用 spend 这个动词了。它的句型呢是主词 spend 时间， 后面呢接 VING， 要特别注意了，花时间做什么事情，后半段的这个动作呢，动词要用 VING 动名词的形式了。比方说呢，我花1个小时煮晚餐 ，I spent 1 hour cooking dinner。注意到呢，后半呢我们就变成 cooking， 或者是我可以说 I spent the whole day cleaning the house， 我花1整天呢打扫房子，这个呢就是我们的第1种用法喽。第2种用法呢，主词就不是花时间的人喽，是这件事情。整个句子的意思呢，就会变成做这件事情花了多少时间。我们呢可以直接用这件事情来开头了，句子结构呢就会是 doing something takes 谁多少时间。那首先呢，第一个重点呢，动词呢我们要用 take。再来呢，开头的这件事情，如果要用动词呢，我们记得要用 VING 的形式用动名词才能够来当主词。那记得呢，这时候 take 呢就要用第3人称单数了。比方说呢，刚刚煮晚餐的句子呢，我们可以用这个句型来改写。Cooking dinner took me an hour。煮晚餐花了我1个小时。那如果前面呢，我们这个主词这件事情太长了，那记得呢，这时候我们就可以使用虚主词 it 来代替它。我们呢直接来看例句了。It took me an hour to cook dinner。意思完全一样了，但是呢，我们用 it 开头加上动词 take， 加上花了谁多少时间，那后面呢变成用 to 不定词加上做什么事情。什么时候会用到这种虚主词的用法呢？当这个主词呢它真的太长了，影响到整个句子的结构，听的人可能失焦了，因为光主词就讲太久，不知道你在讲什么。这时候呢就可以使用 it 来调整整体的结构，让听的人更明白重点在哪里，也就是呢你花了多久时间了。最后呢总结一下咯，主词是人的时候呢，我们用 spend 这个动词表示花时间。那主词是事情动词的时候呢，记得呢我们要配 take， 花多久时间这个用法，你 get 到了吗？